Hey folks, it's Matt. It's been a long time since I've uploaded a video. I want to start with something that's been on my mind the last couple of weeks. I'm extremely happy to say that I have I've sold out every single copy of the Trailer Park Warlock Turo that I printed about, at this point over a year ago, I feel like. It's been quite a ride. Um, there are 4 copies remaining of this deck, and they are on consignment at Coyote Moon here in Baton Rouge. They do online orders, so if for some reason you haven't gotten a copy of the Trailer Park Warlock Turo, email Coyote Moon. They'll get to you. Otherwise, I wanted to do this video because I wanted to update y'all a little bit about what's going on for me, what's going on in my life. I've been pretty quiet on Webtoon, and I'm not going to go too much into that. What I will say is I've been going through a lot of different life changes the last, basically since July, I feel like. It's been kind of a wild ride for me, and it's been good. Like, it's been really good, but there's been a lot of ups and downs, and there's been a lot of, I guess, good creative chaos. That's the term that I'll use. I'll call it good creative chaos. But I do want to say to y'all right now, like, if y'all are fans of Trailer Park Warlock, there's some good news coming down the pipeline, and I'm excited to be able to talk about it in the near future. I cannot talk about it quite yet. God, do I want to, but I cannot. So, in the meantime, I was thinking, there are probably a lot of y'all who have followed this channel, who have tuned in to, what I do, blah, 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 from time to time. And a lot of y'all probably own a copy of the Trailer Park Warlock Tarot. And I was thinking to myself, maybe I should do a reading and just, show y'all how I use the deck for myself. I've done private readings for people in the Mancers Union Discord, and for some people on Instagram who follow me. I want to do more readings for people. I've been doing a lot of readings for myself, and while it has been helpful, I feel like I've been doing too many for myself. And I'm just like, I want to do some for others, because I've had a lot of positive response to the readings that I do for others. So today I wanted to just show y'all, what does a reading look like for me? I created a system, by the way, because I discovered for myself, I can't just, it's very difficult for me to just do a reading and not have a target in mind. Not have another person that I can visualize or think of. And so I know on YouTube, a lot of tarot readers, what they do is they'll have an astrological sign that they'll read for. So I've actually been practicing this idea with a secret YouTube channel, and I just post videos up on it just to practice and get an idea of what that process feels like for me. And part of this system is I wrote down just all the different astrological signs and stuff, and I'll just pick a slip right out of here, and I'll be like, okay, let's do Pisces. And that's what we'll do today. We'll do a reading for Pisces. And then the next thing I'll do, I have another one that's got the kind of reading, right? And so it'll be these are my favorite readings. I just call these wild card readings. I don't know what the theme is going to be. Usually, the other ones I have are like career, romance, spirit path. So this one that I'll do for y'all today is going to be a wild card reading, which is to say, I don't know what the context is going to be. Is it going to be career? Is it going to be romance? Is it going to be like a mix of the two? Is it going to be more like a more spiritual reading? I don't know. All I know here is that it's for Pisces, and that helps me sort of figure out, all right, like kind of an idea of who the other person is on the other end, even if it's kind of vague and generalized. So hopefully y'all will enjoy, and we will start here with the reading. And like I said, okay, well that's going to be our personal card for Pisces. The Sun. Well, that's a fun card. I love that card. The Sun is a card I've been drawing a lot recently, too. The Sun is a card of happiness, joy, rebirth. This can also be a card of the inner child awakening. In the Trailer Park Warlock Tarot, there are little nuances here and there, right? Like, we have Nate writing on an Equimancer. We have, the Sun is kind of in the stoned state. The term I like to use to describe the illustration of the Sun in this picture is chuffed. So, Pisces, you are feeling pretty chuffed. It's been a good day for you. I have to say for myself, I'm not Pisces, I'm a Virgo. It's a sunny, beautiful day today here in Louisiana. So, Pisces, what's going on for you right now? I want to find out. I want to get a little bit of more context, though. Why are you so happy? Page of Swords. Thematically interesting, right? We got a continuation here of that young boy energy. Page of Swords is a card of inquisitiveness, curiosity. There's something new that's like come into your life on an intellectual level, and you find yourself really wanting to deep dive into a topic that brings a lot of happiness to you. Any idea on what the topic is? The Tower. I could get literal here. Maybe maybe Page of Swords has really gotten into ancient aliens or UFOs, which would make sense, right? Considering all the drone stuff that's been in the news lately. That's one interpretation. Maybe you've been chasing UFOs yourself. Although the Tower, that does thematically kind of work with the Tower. The Tower overall is a card of sudden change in your life and a sudden shift in perspective. Perhaps you have had a UFO sighting. Perhaps you have had a UFO or a drone sighting or something, and this has completely changed your perspective on reality. And now you've gotten, you were doing some searching, right? And I'm going to tell y'all right now, I get pretty fluid with my tarot layouts. So I'm not necessarily doing this as a past, present, future thing. This is more of a, here's you. Here's what is drawing you in. Here's the thing, the commonality that is bringing these two elements together. All right, well, let's move forward a little bit in this reading. From your research, from this moment of like big shift in your reality, where is it leading? 6 of Cups. The first thing I'm getting, and maybe I'm relating my own experiences to this. So 6 of Cups is a card of nostalgia, a card of it can be a card of romance, of course, but it's also a card of memory and revisiting something from your childhood. And there's a big theme of childhood going on here, right? There's a big theme of something from your youth erupting out of the ground. For me personally, if this were my reading, I would say like, oh, my childhood of growing up in the 90s with UFOs, because UFOs were big in the early 90s especially, has erupted back. But maybe if we want to be a little more generalized and throw out the ancient aliens and the UFO stuff, for all I know, especially with Pisces, this might be extremely relevant. I don't know, but to be more generalized, I would say you're extremely happy and you're curious because something has changed in a big way in your life, and it has brought something from your childhood back to your conscious emotional reality. This could be, it could be love. Whether or not that's a romantic love, I don't know, but there's something in your heart that is just like responding to this huge moment. We could take a step forward, this being a wild card reading, we could clarify and find out, is this love? Two of Wands. Two of Wands is a card of planning, a card of inspiration, but inspiration that has taken a backseat and it's looking to the past, into the future. It's a card of making a decision about what the next steps are. So this, to me, implies more of, right now we're leaning more towards a career path or a spiritual path. Being in Wands energy, pretty big implication of saying, something maybe more along the lines of career or spirituality. So this Six of Cups moment, or this opening, this memory, is giving you pause. And you're going to eventually be looking forward into the future. But first you and your older, more decrepit self looking back, right? Looking back to your childhood and making plans for the future. Can we get any indication about what these plans are? King of Wands. Wow. That's a big one. Once again, thematically appropriate, right? It's really funny too. I'm just going to take a little pause. Like, there are thematic elements in the Trailer Park Warlock Tarot, if you've read the story, that really work out in an interesting way in a tarot reading. So we are look, as you've noticed, we've changed from youthful energy now towards maturity. King of Wands is a card of somebody who is inspiring and inspired, intuitive, fiery, passionate, somebody. It's often also a card of somebody who is can be a social climber, can be somebody who is a charmer, somebody who is charming. In this reading, the context is more about like this inspirational moment. This emotional, inspirational moment has led to plans that have ultimately matured into you reaching this peak moment. And it seems like it's either a spiritual path or a career path of some sort. If I want to be really literal here, it could be, maybe you start doing work in the UFO community. But I don't think that's what it is. I think that this is more, if we want to do one more run over this reading, because I think this is a complete reading. You're extremely happy right now, and you're curious because something big has happened in your life. It's brought about this huge, momentous change, and it's reconnecting you with your childhood, and you're making plans, and it's ultimately going to mature you into this peak, intuitive, inspired place. So right now, the biggest advice is follow your curiosity, chase your curiosity, because this one big moment that has happened in your life, this is something that is going to continue to inspire you throughout your life. All right, Pisces, that's my reading for you. If any of y'all have enjoyed this, please feel free to leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. I would like to do more readings like this in the future. Like I said, I really enjoy this process. It's creatively fun and fulfilling for me. For those of y'all who own a copy of the Trailer Park Warlock Tarot, I'm happy to show y'all more about how I use this deck to do readings, because like I said, for me, it's extremely personal. That story is probably one of the most personal things I've ever written, and this deck for me has become like a personal tool of looking further into my psyche. And so I would like to do more work to help y'all in doing that work for yourselves as well. And not just with the Trailer Park Warlock Tarot. Like, there are other decks that I use for readings, and would be happy to show y'all my process. Anyway, thank y'all for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. All right, bye.